Is it time to buy or sell IONQ stock? In this video, we're diving deep into IONQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4, at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since April 23, 2025, our system has ranked IONQ as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now let's review the stock's performance during this time. Over this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 79.25% since we first recommended purchasing IONQ, which was 24 days ago. This results in an average return of 3.3% per day since it was classified as hold or accumulate. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts high volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. Given the recent developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it could move in either direction. The stock has broken through an exceptionally wide and strong upward trend in the short term, indicating an even more robust rate of increase. Should there be any pullback, there will now be support at the threshold of the recently broken trend at $38.84, a level that may provide a second opportunity to capitalize on upward movement. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 80.69% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 15.83% and 46.08%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of around 110.03%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from 11.01% to 179.78% over the coming year. In today's terms, this would place the future price between $53.33 and $134.41. Our latest daily update for IONQ includes the headline, High Volatility in IONQ Inc. stock price on Tuesday, which ended trading at $48.04. The IONQ Inc. stock price gained 5.14% on the last trading day, Tuesday, the 27th of May, 2025, rising from $45.69 to $48.04. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 10.25%, with a day low at $43.60 and a day high of $48.07. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 46.06% over the past 2 weeks. Volume fell on the last day by 24 million shares, with a total of 30 million shares bought and sold, amounting to approximately $1.44 billion. It is important to consider that falling volume alongside higher prices may indicate divergence and could serve as an early warning about potential changes in the coming days. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $54.74, while the lowest price was $6.22. Currently, the price is 12.24%, or $6.70, below the 52-week high of $54.74, which is also the all-time high for the stock. IONQ is making headlines today with significant developments that could influence its stock trajectory. As of the 27th of May, 2025, the company's performance has been notably boosted by the recent surge in quantum computing stocks, particularly following a major announcement regarding a partnership with NVIDIA. This has resulted in a sharp rally, with stocks in the quantum sector experiencing extreme volatility, a trend that IONQ has capitalized on. Recent analyses indicate that IONQ's prospects are being driven by the growing recognition of quantum computing's future potential, which experts believe could redefine technology and unlock substantial economic value. Despite this positive momentum, some caution is warranted. IONQ's fundamentals have raised concerns, particularly as the company projected a higher adjusted EBITDA loss without an increase in revenue guidance. In the short term, this combination of heightened interest and market sentiment could propel IONQ's stock higher, especially as investors look for growth opportunities in a burgeoning sector. However, the increased scrutiny on its financial health and performance metrics may lead to volatility as well. Long-term, if IONQ successfully navigates these challenges, solidifies its market position, and demonstrates sustainable growth, it could establish itself as a key player in the quantum computing landscape, potentially achieving its CEO's ambition of rivaling tech giants like NVIDIA. Investors should remain vigilant, as sentiment shifts can markedly affect stock price trends in this dynamic environment. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 28th of January, 2025, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned IONQ a neutral grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 11th of October, 2024, it was reported that Zacks Investment Research assigned IONQ a perform grade with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 2nd of October, 2024, it was reported that Needham assigned IONQ a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 12th of August, 2024, it was reported that Benchmark assigned IONQ a buy grade with a hold action. On Thursday, the 8th of August, 2024, it was reported that Needham assigned IONQ a buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned IONQ stock a general strong sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, analysts also give the stock a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for IONQ. The IONQ Inc. stock presents buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between these two signals, where the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is expected at the levels of $39.78 and $30.33. Should the stock fall below either of these levels, it will trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, the 4th of April, 2025, and so far, the stock has risen by 132%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is present from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Although the stock price increased on the last trading day, volume decreased, creating a divergence between volume and price, which may serve as an early warning sign. It is advisable to monitor the stock closely. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots generated a buy signal 36 days ago. Bollinger revealed a buy signal 69 days ago. The short-term moving average issued a sell signal 5 days ago. The long-term moving average provided a buy signal 34 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages presented a buy signal 32 days ago. When we examine the 12-month chart, we observe the short moving average indicated a sell signal 27 days ago. The long-term moving average generated a buy signal 12 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages issued a buy signal 4 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you wish to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for IONQ. IONQ Incorporated finds support from accumulated volume at $45.79. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when the support is tested. This stock can experience significant movement throughout the day, characterized by high volatility. The prediction interval from the Bollinger Band indicates that this stock is regarded as very high risk. In the past day, the stock fluctuated $4.47 between its high and low, representing an increase of 10.25%. Over the last week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 17.32%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for IONQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies can go through downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 6th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at negative 0.13. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for IONQ. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, consider entering a position and using volume to determine when to exit. On the downside, IONQ encounters its first support level at $45.79. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for IONQ from multiple analyst sources is classified as a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 11th of March, 2025, Alameddine Rima executed an insider sale of 20,047 shares of common stock. On the 11th of March, 2025, Chapman Peter Hume carried out an insider sale of 12,069 shares of common stock. On the 11th of March, 2025, Kramer Thomas G. performed an insider sale of 11,712 shares of common stock. On the 12th of March, 2025, Scannell William F. purchased an insider buy of 93,066 shares of common stock. On the 11th of March, 2025, Chapman Peter Hume executed an insider sale of 2 million shares of stock option, which is the right to buy. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 7.438. Overall, insiders acquired 8,684,710 shares and sold 9,869,113 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $46.70, reflecting a decrease of 2.78%. This stock experiences very high daily fluctuations, which introduces a significant level of risk. The relative strength index, calculated over 14 periods, is currently at 86, further amplifying the risk. However, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 35 days ago. Is IONQ stock a good buy? IONQ Inc. exhibits several positive signals. However, we do not consider these sufficient to label it as a buy candidate. At its current level, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, suggesting that investors maintain or accumulate their positions while monitoring for further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses observed in the technical analysis, we have revised our valuation from a buy recommendation to a hold or accumulate stance since our last assessment. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Wednesday, the 28th of May, we anticipate that IONQ will open lower by $1.47, beginning trading at $46.57. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not solely rely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.